There we go. Hello, SolarLune here. How's it going, everyone? Welcome to another game dev stream. Hi, I'm SolarLune. I'm the creator of Tetra3D. I'm the creator of, um, yeah, I'm the creator of Tetra3D. I'm the creator of Master Plan. I am an independent game developer, and yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing is basically showing on stream, myself working on this 3D PlayStation 1 exploration game, liminal spaces, all the jazz that is popular nowadays. How's everybody doing in chat? That was a little debug view so I could see how depth is shaping up. Depth is shaping up. Depth is looking good. I added this eclipse. I thought that would be kind of cool. Some sort of, something to orient yourself in the sky. I think it looks pretty good. I'm not sure if I want stars or not. I kind of feel like stars would be good. Some sort of star field. Pazarino says, increase font size, please. Okay, there we go. Thank you for reminding me. Thank you indeed. Yeah, so this is where we left off. I added a little bit of stuff, just some minor things. I fixed the lighting issues. As it turns out, there was something... I'm not sure if my math was wrong the other times that I did this calculation, where basically I took a position and inverted it. I took a model's transform, inverted it, and then multiplied a position by it, so I don't have to multiply all the vertices of the model. I've done that multiple times before as an optimization exercise or optimization, and it worked. But I don't know if I just have never tested it with models that were, I guess, multiple sizes. Like normally the models I test, I guess, are always usually at origin or maybe don't rotate or scale. So maybe that's why. But basically, I went back and fixed the lighting issues we were having. So now the light properly shines and casts on the trees, basically. So we'll see this a little better later if we go ahead and pull up Blender. And then take the camera, which is here, drag it over here, save. And that way you can see the light actually works as it should. Yeah, so that's pretty good. That's actually rather good. It looks pretty convincing, despite the fact that there's no shadows. There's no like shadow mapping. It looks pretty good because the light's such a small radius, because it's kind of weak and it's so small. It feels like the lights are kind of more detailed than it really is. The light is kind of more detailed than it really is. So this is kind of ominous. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it or not. It's creepy, and I'm not sure if I like how creepy it is, because the game wasn't really supposed to be creepy. It's just supposed to be liminal. I also added a jump, which is cool, and coyote time jumping, so you can jump after you step off a little bit, like that. So that's nice for basic platforming. I'm not sure if I'm going to have platforming in here, but it's nice to just have the ability to like jump up onto things, just as a movement ability to get up on top of stuff. But yeah, this is shaping up pretty good. I think in this one we're gonna add maybe sprinting in this session. We're gonna add maybe sprinting with a little bar, do some UI work with a crosshair or something in the center of the screen here. I implemented, or I don't know why I pulled up Spotify. I need to pull up my own music. I created a library, I think between the last stream and this one, that should work for cutscenes. So I'd like to test that out to see how that works. So basically, it's basically like coroutines. So I'd like to test that out to see how that kind of shapes up in the application of the game. So I'm not sure how we're gonna do a cutscene or for what we're gonna do it, but for what purpose we're gonna do it. But it would be nice to kind of get something on screen and get something working so we can kind of test it out and see if it actually is working as it should. So maybe we'll make a puzzle because I wanted to add a sliding door here where it opens. Maybe the sliding door opens. Maybe the sliding door, maybe it's closed here. And in order to open it, you need to break. Nah, I'm trying to figure out exactly what to do. But in any case, we'll figure something out and yeah, make some sort of cinematic or something so we can test that out. But yeah, so far this is shaping up, looking and feeling pretty good. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. All right, so let's go ahead and get some music going and then get cracking. Hope everyone is doing okay, and I hope everyone's weekend was solid. This should be fine. Maybe we'll do some sound. Maybe we'll do some sound too. Let's grab that footstep sound that I used for It Breeds Fear. We'll grab that and put it into this project and make that work. So let me just take a look here. I want to see, do I have any folder for that? Free sounds? No, doesn't seem like it. Okay, so external sounds. Okay, it looks like I do have some sounds. So let me see. Hold on. Let me pause this for a second. Those sounds aren't really what I'm looking for. They're a little too harsh, I feel like. And I don't think I have any others, do I? No. Let's see if there's, because I mean, really, I mean, like, on the one hand, like, you could say, like, this is, like, you know, you want to make your assets yourself, which you do. But when you look at, you know, a lot of games, even, you know, for example, games from, like, Super Mario 64 as an example, or, you know, kind of older games, a lot of them used assets and things, you know, I guess mainly early 3D titles might have used like assets from, you know, texture discs or sound discs and things like that, sample discs for music. So it's kind of interesting that, like, even now, you know, 30 years later or 40 years later, people are still using, like, you know, assets from other places to make games. And it's kind of, I don't know, it definitely gives a different feel to take an asset from a public domain asset or a collection of assets legally, of course, and use that for a game, because it's not something you would come up with. So even if, like, you were good, even if you're good at making music or good at making sounds or whatever, good at making textures, you know, it wouldn't be the same if I came up with it. So it's interesting. It gives a different feel. So let me take a look here. Let's look up open game art real quick. Does this have sounds as well? Okay, so there's some. Does this have... This... No, this is someone else. Okay. It's nice. I like that. I like that. It's just it's simple. It's simple and I like it. We're gonna use this. We're gonna use this kind of chunky footstep sound set. Okay, let me just grab it here, put it here. Let's see. Let's get the... Nah, that's too clicky. Yeah, it's gravel. I just need like a solid. I think I'm still gonna go with the original sound that I had because I like the like crisp footstep sound. Vaporwave says, "Hi, I'm here. Hello, welcome to the stream. Sorry that I'm doing this off screen. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do here. I guess we'll put that over here. Breed sphere, or is it shut in? There we go. Okay, we'll grab these three. There we go. Okay. So the general idea here is that we basically want to play the footstep sound whenever the player's walking animation calls for it. So we're going to go to the animation here in the asset section. Is it here? Here we go. So this is the player camera walk. So it's basically 27 frames. So we can basically on the 26th or 27th frame, we can add a marker. And this can be a there we go. A local marker, which we will rename SFX footstep. Wait. Yeah. Save it. All right, and then when we go to our GLTF file, it should, yeah, there we go. So there's a marker here for this animation, for the player camera walk animation. So when we play it, it should, give us a little tag we can look for. Tetra3D Dev says, "Hey Solar, I've always wondered if there were tools that let you sculpt object animations while playing the game scene. Have you seen anything like that?" If you mean like for Unity or Unreal, I'm sure there's add-ons that let you do that. Like I think Playmaker is one. Is that Play? I think that's one. Or am I thinking of something else? I feel like Playmaker was one for Unity. But yeah, I mean that's something that definitely you should exist. If you wanted to do it in your own engine, that wouldn't be that hard. It's just basically you need to be able to control an NPC and then move it with the keyboard or mouse, whatever, and just record it to record the keyframes and then just play it back. So I mean, doing it yourself is something you can do. It's not that hard. It's just something that you kind of have to like, implement, but it's something you can definitely do yourself. But if you're using a 3D engine like Godot or Unity or Unreal, I'm sure Unity and Unreal have add-ons for this, and Godot might, but even if it doesn't, you can make it yourself. It's not that difficult, especially for engines, because they are generic and predictable. Whereas like, like if for our game here, if we wanted to implement this, we'd have to make stuff ourselves. Whereas if for Godot, for example, it wouldn't be that difficult because you already have a UI to work with. So, making a UI system that, making something that works in Godot and allows you to like record or start over or something like that shouldn't be that difficult, I'd imagine. Anyway, that's all of that to say, I don't know. I guess is the answer, the real answer. Okay, so use this. So we'll go AP dot on marker touch. I mean, we could do this or touched. Okay, we could just do that. That's a little better. So we'll just go over here. We'll say if AP dot marker touch marker SFX step that way. Okay, we'll just go do something like that for now. Tetra3D Dev says, also any idea if Golang deploys to Android? Yeah, it does. Ambient Engine does target Android. I'm doing the thing. Did I misspell it? I might have misspelled it. Step that way. Let me also get some music back. What was I even listening to? I do not remember. We'll go with this for now. How do you do? There we go. Okay, SFX footstep that wave, yeah. Touch markers. Does that have to be like that? Oh, wait. Yeah, there's something wrong with this. FPS is 60. This is frame 27, but the time is 1.08. I'm guessing that's seconds. Yeah, time of the marker in seconds in the animation. So why is this 1.08? Is it, hold on. Excuse me? Oh, I didn't know it did that. It becomes a little, like, single menu. Okay. Let's see. So let's go ahead and take a look here. I think that it might be like a change in the GLTF. Or no, not GLTF, but a change in Blender. Marker. Time. Marker.frame divided by scene.render.fps. Yeah, it's 26. 20... FPS is 60. Why is it higher? Yeah, it's 1.08. It's definitely not there. I mean, maybe it would be better to put the frame just directly, encode the frame directly in the export, because then we don't have to worry about the animation playback frame rate. That's probably better. Why did I do it this way in the first place? Let's see. Marker. Time. So the time is in seconds. Okay. Okay, if playhead is less than, and the playhead is in seconds. Okay, so the playhead is in seconds. That's part of the reason why. Marker.time. It might be better to do marker.frame times, or divided by the frame rate, or the target frame rate. Yeah, let me take a look here. Well, let's... Yeah, I guess the problem there is, I mean, this is kind of a problem. I don't know if I would say it's a real issue. This is exporting, but the time is 1.08 no matter what. 60. 1.08. Huh. Yeah, I think this is kind of a problem. Well, Dakota Dev says maybe you should encode both frame and into the FPS from Blender. I kind of feel like Blender's frame rate thing shouldn't impact it at all. Like, the frame rate here is just animation playback in Blender. in your game is going to run at whatever frame rate you're targeting. So 60 FPS, 30 FPS, 120, whatever. So I think that like it's a little bit bad that the marker in the GLTF exporter depends on the frame rate defined in Blender, because your game doesn't depend on the frame rate defined in Blender. So that's kind of a problem. But there's still something else going on. It shouldn't be 1.06 because this is 30 frames in. Unless... Is this the... It says... Yeah, I don't know why it's... It's definitely there. Yeah, 1.08. I'm not sure where it's getting that. Well, that's one more than 24 FPS. Or not, it's not one more, but like if we take 27 and divide that by 24 FPS, we get 1.125. So why is it 1.083? Where is it getting that number? I think I might just end up cutting that out entirely because I don't like that it depends on the playback frame rate in Blender. I don't. Let's fix that. Let's save this. Let's go to here. So it's just gonna be the frame. Like that. Then in GLTF, time is just gonna be frame. The frame could just be an integer. Okay. Now, Lucretia says, what are you working on today, Solar? Right now, I'm working on fixing a bug in Tetra3D where an animation marker isn't being exported properly. I think it's a Blender API like change, but basically when we export the animation from Blender, like the time on the marker is incorrect, and a marker is this little diamond here. This allows us to say like, oh, when the animation reaches this frame, you know, let's put a marker that indicates when a footstep should play, for example. There's an issue there. Yeah. It's just this, okay. Maximum current TPS. For a second, actual TPS. How many times? Max TPS. Look at maximum current. Set TPS. Set TPS. Okay. Okay. 7. Okay. If pre-frame is less than or equal to mark frame and current frame. So this could be, I mean, we can turn these into instruments. Gian says, hey man, does Masterplan have a current custom color scheme theme feature? Yes. You can make a custom color theme by just It's just JSON files. So you just edit the RGB color values manually. So it's not easy, but it's not hard because it's like, 14 different colors for a theme. It's not great, but it's not bad. Current frame. Oh. Okay, so something like this should kind of get us there. Because then it doesn't matter. We don't really need to convert the animation frame into anything. And even if we need to convert the playhead into frames, which really we could just convert the playhead. We can leave the playhead alone. But that's fine. Maybe the playhead should have been in frames instead of in seconds. No, the animation is in seconds, I think. Channel, animation channel, tracks, animation tracks, keyframes, keyframe, time, float 64. Keyframe. Yeah, the keyframes are in time, so are just in seconds. So that's fine. That's fine. Wait a second. Hold on. Samplers. It might be that it's already using the frame rate defined in Blender, in which case we should probably leave it the way it currently is to be consistent. So let me take a look here. We're gonna go to gltf.go. I want to see what T is and what animation name. Okay, something like this. I just want to see something real quick. Let's fix this real quick. Okay, hold up. Okay, so the idle is 16.73 seconds. If we go to Blender and say our frame rate is 1 frame per second instead, we re-export, we rerun. Now it's, yeah, so it is. Okay. All right, so then we're just gonna leave it alone. We're gonna leave it working the way it is, and we're just gonna fix the bug. All right, that's fine. Okay, so let's try this again. We re-export. We see frame 26 or frame 26. The Dev says, "Hey Solar, if you were given a job offer to work on an open source 3D engine paid, would you take it?" Maybe. I mean, yeah, I feel like, I mean, that's what I like doing. That's what I'm doing right now, and that's what I like doing. I like working on engines, I think. So if I got the offer to do it, and if it was, you know, a normal amount of money, like a normal job's worth of money, then yeah, I would probably say yeah. If it was like part-time or something like that, I don't know if I have the time to work on, you know, Tetra3D and another 3D engine like part-time, but I could definitely be interested in working on like Ogre 3D or something. I mean, just as an example, you know, because I know that's an open source 3D renderer. But you know, something like Ogre or Armory 3D or Godot, you know, whatever. Yeah. I mean, at this point, I would say I wouldn't mind. I think I would have minded. I would have thought I wouldn't have been able to do it before 2020 or whenever I started this, 2021, late 2020, whenever I started. But if I can make a 3D renderer and a 3D, yeah, essentially kind of cribbing a 3D exporter to, you know, kind of add functionality and make a, you know, use a library to import that data, and do my own 3D physics, well, not physics, but 3D collision detection. Like, if I can do all that, I'm pretty sure I could handle a 3D engine. There's not much more that I would be missing, I think. So I think I'd be able to do it, yeah. So what's going on here? Definitely feels like there's something... Oh, okay. All right, that's fine. Oh... No? Wait. We say we export. This is 1.0. Is it just the frame? Hold on, let me take a look at the Blender API, because the API might have changed. Because I'm pretty sure this was working properly previously. I'm not sure what kind of marker this is. Is it an action pose marker? Frame, the frame on which the timeline marker appears. Okay. Is scene.render FPS not what I'm thinking of? Let's see, scene. Let me move this here for simplicity. Okay, render. Let's go the other way. Render settings. FPS. FPS base. Frame rate expressed in frames per second. Okay, well, it definitely seems to be not. What's the word? Can't think of the word. Deprecated. It doesn't seem like it's deprecated, so this should work. Let's go back to scripting here because I want to see c.scene.render.fps 1. Okay, that's right. Yeah, we have it set to 1. 60. Yeah, what's going on? Take out the dev, or rather, Vaporwave says, everyone, SolarLune and chat, decide whether I should program Arduino, mod Unity, or program synths. It's up to you. I mean, like, you can do a lot with any of that. Okay, so why is time not correct? Why is it 1 second? Yeah, I'm thinking maybe no, that's impossible, right? Hold on. Let's just do it like this, because I'm like thinking and rethinking. Let me just try this. We're just going to say print the marker.name, print marker.frame. Because we can't do it actually here like this. Okay. I just started in a console over here on the side. All right, it printed out Footstep wave 26. So the frame is 26. Okay, so what's the problem with the render FPS? That's frame, yeah, frame 26, okay. Yeah, it says it's 24 FPS here. That's incorrect. Okay, is it... Oh. I think I get it. I think what's going on here... No, that's right. Is it like different in different scenes? Okay, that's definitely a problem. Okay, there's a few problems here then. These aren't global, these values. The resolution, the FPS, they vary per scene, which you don't generally want. You want your entire game to match, so we're gonna have to fix that. Is the floating point error? Yeah, no, that's an idea. That was an idea, but no, it's not a floating point error. It's that basically each scene has its own resolution, its own frame rate values. You know, because Blender's I'm not sure why really. I guess there's utility in having different resolutions for different scenes in Blender. Maybe you wanted like one scene for, I guess, for video cutting. Maybe let's say let's say you make a video like a a cartoon short or something, and you want to maybe cut it in two different resolutions. Maybe you want one for phones and you want another one for widescreen devices, so you can have two different scenes for that. But in Tetra3D, we want to basically adjust it so that if you change anything here, it changes for everything everywhere. So we'll have to go back and fix that. Okay, that's the issue. All right, so yeah, let's fix it. Okay, object props. Now we need. Okay, so we're gonna grab this. All right, so this is going to be T3D resolution X. Yes. It's 40. And we'll go like this. Get set. Okay. Uh, 16 by 9, 18, 36. Okay. All right, so this should help us out a little bit. This helps that I think we've gotten to the bottom of what's going on here, and this should basically do what we need to do. This would be 641, 360. I guess 0. Yes. that. Okay, H and H, and then we need one for FPS, and that's basically it, I think. But this would be, I wonder if we should allow you to set the frame rate in game from here. Set the tick rate, target tick rate. I mean, like, maybe. That's unnecessary. That's unnecessary. Nah, we don't have to do that. Playback FPS. Okay. Snowminks ask if we can get a different song. Sure. Let's go with this one. Okay, so that should kind of do it, I think. Also, we need to delete stuff when we get out of here. Under the pack textures. Okay. Okay. The only issue is setting these doesn't set the scene render resolution X and Y and frame rate. So I guess what we'll do, we'll copy this real quick because I need to I want to basically make it so that if you alter these global variables, it also sets the resolution for the scene. So it basically mirrors that. I think that should be doable. Okay, so put it down here real quick so I can just take a look at these values. All right, so when you set this, it does this, but then it also sets vby dot context dot scene dot render dot resolution x equals value. Okay. Y, and then FPS equals value. Okay. So that's good, because basically if we didn't do this, then this would mean that basically, like, for example, you change the render resolution width or height and the camera aspect ratio wouldn't change, which is bad, right? You want to be able to see how wide your field of view would be or something like that. It would be good to know that. Or at least have some kind of interactivity on that. We'll close this. So we'll see if this works. I think we got everything, so we'll try this. All right, so if this is working, yeah, it's not working. Render settings, T3D playback FPS. Did I spell it like that? I did. So yeah, it's just this. Okay. This is a little repetitive. Let's just keep moving. Let's go with this one. All right, so it seems like it's working. So when we do this, yo, very good, very good, very good. Oh, but it's not changing the values. This is still 640. Render resolution. Wait. What was that? Oh. Alright, yeah, we won't do that. Yeah, this is now... Oh, I want to do it like this. Right. I think it's render resolution width. Like that. So we could just go... Yeah, this is no longer this. This is just a... directly. Something like that. Okay. So something to this effect. Let's see if this works here. Well, that's not the issue, actually. That was not the issue we're running into. Something else is not taking. T3D resolution W. Oh, yeah, I guess it should be render. Oh, this is, yeah, I was super messy. I didn't pay attention at all. With underscore. Render resolution. Yeah, okay, there we go. Playback. Okay, render resolution W is now this. That's better. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Okay, it's holding. That's right. Let's make a new scene. I just want to see if it properly can get a camera. This seems to be the correct aspect ratio. Widescreen. We say 640. This is incorrect. Should be square. Yeah, this is wrong. Yeah, it seems like they're both setting the same thing. I must have made a mistake. Render resolution W. This seems right. Set H, get H. Set W. Get W, resolution X, resolution Y. Okay, nothing seems out of the ordinary here. What's going on? Okay, it works once you set it like that. I guess because the set doesn't get called initially, so we can't set the default width and height, the default render resolution. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I guess what we can do, even though this isn't really ideal, we can do something like this. Because what this will do is, as wild as it seems, like the camera, you can see it's whatever size it is. When you, I think when you go over, yeah. Hold on, let me see. Is it working properly or no? Okay, seems like it's working properly. Let's try something real quick. We're just gonna export this test. Export file name. Okay, so the resolution isn't written here. That's not great. We'd ideally like it to be written in all cases, but I guess that's fine. So I guess the camera size is always going to be set. Let's see. What is it? 640. I guess I could leave it at 1920 by 1080. I guess that's fine. Well, no. Let's do 640 by 360. Okay. Cam set size. False. Okay. I don't care if the camera sets. Oh no, I guess we do care. Okay. Okay, so I think this should work. Okay, I think it should work. All right, so I guess that we can apply this, now that I think about it, to the same concept over here with the FPS too. So now we can do like this, slow it down, or we can do like that, speed it back up. All right, do this, save. Over here, marker. Time is still not correct, but I guess that's to be expected. Marker. Now let's set this as global get. Playback. This. All right, so this should, I think, get kind of resolve the issue that we're having, I believe. Yeah, now it's 26, and then if we say we want 60 FPS, save, now it's 0.43. That's correct. Okay, so we should be good. We should be good now. So we can close this, and we go back here, and then when we walk around, it should. There we go. There's the play footstep. That's what we're looking for. All right. We don't need this anymore. Globals.resources.get. Oh, I don't remember how to do this. Once you do this, you have a WAV file. It's decoded, and then we just play it with a... I think we can do this globally. Okay, let's see if this works. Hold on. It's working, actually. Where's the audio? There's the... There we go. Sorry if that's loud now that I think about it. Let me... Sorry, it's probably dumb loud, but... Okay, that was not really too hard. We'll play the grass sound when you're in the grass, but otherwise... This is pretty solid. Yeah. Good. All right, so I think we want to... I'm going to lower the volume again. Different song. We're sitting pretty, so since we're sitting pretty, we'll play a nice chill song. All right, so this is working. So what we want to do, probably simplify this. Ideally, we don't want to even have to do this. So it might be better to just make it so that this function returns a new player, because I can't imagine a situation where let's say it creates a new reader. This. I think we can just do this there, and we can just... We'll do it like this. There we go. Then we can just say wait. There we go. Why is it so loud? Like that is just dumb loud. I'm just like, why is it so loud? Okay, that's a little better. Okay, yeah. Cool. So that was actually not as hard as I kind of thought it would be, because I don't usually get to the stage of touching audio. I'm just not usually there. So that worked well. So yeah, we're gonna try to do some UI stuff next, if we can get that working. And I think... I think... Oh wait, Gian said, are you eventually going to make a game with Tetra? That's what I'm doing right now. I'm making this game. this is something that if I finish it, it will be a game that I made with Tetra3D. So I'm working on it right now, along with, you know, fixing bugs and stuff, as you've seen right there. Okay. So UI, I think what we want to do is just have like something super simple and easy. Maybe a white dot in the center of the screen for, you know, looking at something, you know, kind of easily, but could also be, let me think. Could also be, I was thinking something like just an eyeball, something like that. Do some anti-aliasing here. There we go. Yeah. Okay, let's try that. Kevin7 says, hey dude, how's it going? It's going good. Thank you very much for asking. So this should be relatively simple. What we're going to do is just basically say this is where the GUI draws. And we're going to say globals.resources.get assets gfx UI G. Is that right? Yeah. G. Okay, so this should give us something just visible on screen. Top left corner, I think. Yep. Okay, so there's the eye icon. So that's going to be in the center of the screen instead. So we're just going to go ahead and say image dot, or rather we want options. Translate chat. Now it's nice. Okay. And then we want plus okay. So that should get us the eye in the center, I think. There we go. Okay, so this works. I think it's a little distracting. Even if we were to make it like transparent, I think it would be a little distracting. So maybe what we'll do is something a little simpler. So let's remove the outer eye kind of thing like that, and just do something like this. We can also replace this with lighter shade of light. Well, actually, it could be kind of moody. It doesn't have to be white. It could be something like this. And then we can also say opt.color.translate 000 and then like negative 0.5, or actually. That might work. Negative 0.5 to basically make it partially transparent. Yeah, it's working, but it seems like it's not transparent. Oh, because we kicked it. Oh, that's cool. So we kicked these like partially transparent pixels, got kicked down to 0 transparency, which is pretty wild. So instead, we just want to scale by 1, 1, 1, 0.5. That's kind of wild. There we go. It's a little better. So it could be more slight, maybe like 33% instead. Yeah, this looking pretty good, shaping up, feeling suitably PS1 like. Okay, so as you can see, when you're jumping, it's still playing the sound of the footsteps because it's still playing the walking animation. So we can fix that real quick. We go to the player. We just want to say if it's this and player.onGround buffer.asBool. Oh yeah, that's right. So I made basically I implemented coyote time in here, which is basically you can walk off an edge and jump. So you don't have to be on the ground completely to be able to jump. That's by basically keeping a track of a variable. In this case, whether we're on the ground or not, we just have a buffer of that. So it's like maybe 20 frames. Yeah, 20 frames, which is a third of a second. So basically, as you're walking, you're storing like, you know, there we go, that's better. You're storing essentially whether he's on the ground or not, whether the player's on the ground or not, and you're putting it into a slice, or, you know, if your engine supports it or your language supports it, a queue. And then as you fill it up, when it's over a certain length, in this case 20, we just kick out the oldest value. And so that's basically how coyote time works. It's just basically saying, were you on the ground at least within the past 20 frames, or a third of a game. A third of a second, rather. I was gonna say a third of a game frame. But yeah, it's pretty solid. Feels pretty good. Very good, very good. PlayStation 1. Let's go. Okay. So now UI stuff. So we don't want the light to follow the mouse, even though that would be kind of cool. I think it's probably just better if the game was wholly locked to if the mouse was wholly locked like this, or at least when you left click to unlock it, the game doesn't change. I kind of like this idea. I had this idea, and I'm not sure if I really wanted to go about it. But like, I had the idea of being out in the parking lot. Let's say the front doors are locked, and you need to find a key. I thought it would be cool if you could like look for the key like this. Like you could basically move the mouse back and forth over the ground to like search for the key, and then when you find it, the key would glisten. So it's kind of like pixel hunting, but it's not as you know, as obtuse. Because, you know, if you get within a certain range, it's gonna glisten. It's gonna have a little sprite that makes it show up and be like, oh, there's the key, which is cool. But the only thing about this is that there's nothing. This doesn't do anything that this doesn't do. It's the same. It's the same mechanic. So I'm like, I like the ability to do this. I think that's really cool. Something that I haven't seen in games before, where you can like, you know, be looking somewhere and be aiming somewhere else. That's a very Wii thing to do. To be like scanning like this, but I just feel like the utility is kind of like minimal, even though this is kind of dope. Like, I like the idea. Maybe if I like it, let's make it a thing. This is cool. I haven't seen this before, so let's make this a mechanic where you're like searching for things. So maybe it's like a click and drag kind of thing, where like maybe right clicking locks and unlocks the mouse, and left clicking maybe picks up objects, so you don't have to like look at it like this. You can keep your eye, and that might be good, because this could kind of lean into the horror a little bit, because you can like be looking, for example, like this, and then click on something up here and move it. That would be kind of cool, right? So you can like keep an eye. You don't have to like look away. You can keep your eyes on keep your eyes on something over here, and like click and drag like that. That's an idea. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it. And I'm sorry. I'm not sure. I said Kevin Seven says, hey dude, how's it going? But I'm not sure if I ever said I was doing well. So thank you. Thank you for popping in. And yeah, I'm doing okay. Doing pretty good. Excuse me. So I feel like that would be a cool cool mechanic, just a very simple mechanic. Maybe it needs to be cleaned up a little bit. And if I leaned in a little heavier, maybe that would be fun. I just wish this was more like necessary, but it's just not. You can just do this instead. I'm trying to think. What if your mouse only your flashlight only comes out when your like your held item only comes out if you're not looking. So like if your mouse is locked, your flashlight is off, but when you unlock your mouse, your flashlight turns on, so you can look around. But that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. I just like this mechanic. It's just unfortunate that there's no real like way I can make this a thing, and like maybe I have to think about it some more, because I really do like this. I like this sweeping idea. This like looking for something by sweeping the ground. Would be cool if you had to read stuff off a wall using the flashlight. That could be cool too. You know, that would be a cool mechanic, but again, it's just, you can just do it like this. So it's like, I like the idea of unlocking your view to like interact, because it feels very unique, but it also feels like there's no real way to make it so you can't. Well, I guess the idea is maybe you can only interact with things if your mouse is untethered. So if you want to pick something up, you have to unlock your mouse. So you unlock it, then you can grab and interact with the game world. So if you are looking at something on the wall, you know, if you have to pick something up, you have to unlock your mouse and like do it like that, which I think is kind of cool. I like that idea, that you have to kind of like, you can't interact and move at the same time. You can't interact and look at the same time. Those are two different modes. I think even though this is like nothing special, the separation of these two modes, the separation of these two things that people usually do at once, which is, you know, interacting with things and looking. I think that like if you separate that into two different concepts, then you can have fun with it, right? Whereas like, I don't know, it feels very innovative and unique, even though this is nothing unique, you know, to the idea that like, oh, you have to like pick up a book from a bookshelf, and it's like, you know, just go ahead and pick it up, but to unlock your mouse and then like go and interact with it, to like pull it out, like pick it up and like put it down on the shelf, on the table, and then take a look at it. It feels like that's the kind of thing where it's like, you know, the immersion is super deep. The immersion is more like it takes more effort to do things. And I think that the success or the fun level could be more examined. Like you can like doors, like you could be like, okay, in order to open the door, I can't just press E. I have to left click off or right click to open to like free up the mouse, left click, and then like move it left, so like open the door or something, or drag it, and then door opens, then you can go through. I feel like those kinds of like little interactions would be really cool to make it feel like a unique kind of experience. And maybe I could lean into liminality a little bit more with that, or the concept of like, you know, I mean that kind of is part of liminality, right? Like liminal spaces are spaces where people should be, but no one is, and generally it's kind of dreamy, and like there's not enough, you know, it's kind of like barren, or just, you know, spaces without people. But a lot of that feeling of liminality, I think, is also reflected in interaction with objects, right? Because places are objects, they're just big. Places are big objects, so places can have small objects too, like, you know, vending machines or computer terminals or whatever. And interaction with those objects as well can kind of like, or the inability to interact with them in a meaningful way, can kind of clue you into liminality too. I feel like that also kind of can give a feel of like, no one's here, or maybe this place wasn't meant for you or for humans. If, for example, you interact with a computer terminal and the text is illegible, like it's maybe scrambled, or it's just saying the same thing over and over again. It's like, you know, that interaction with things that seem to have been made for humans but are clearly not usable by humans is something you can only get by interaction. So like, you know, like this, like cars that clearly can't be driven. Cars that are garbo. Yeah, I mean, like, I like that idea. Now that I think about it, that's becoming a very strong idea for gameplay, and I think that that's something that I was not really thinking about in making the game, was gameplay. I like that idea for gameplay, whereas, like, you know, you have kind of these different mechanics to interact with things. Faz says, how would you feel if you combined both? You can free look with the mouse and flashlight until it's a certain offset before turning the camera. Ooh. So it's always locked. You just can't move the camera until your mouse is like in a certain like field around the thing. That could kind of work, yeah. Like if it was lazier, like you can like look like this normally, but when you go down here, then it like lowers. Oh, that's, yeah, that could work. Yeah, that might work very good. I kind of like the clicking. The clicking kind of makes it so that like is more tactical, not tactical, tactile. Tactical, more tactile. Whereas like, you know, you have to like intentionally like, okay, undo this, click on that. It makes it feel more involved and less seamless. I want it to feel kind of clunky. Whereas like, you know, you have to kind of try to do it, and it's not super like, it's not easy to do. It's something that you can, yeah, it's not easy to do. It's something that you have to try to do. But I like that idea. That's a really good idea. Maybe I will. I'm not sure. I'm still kind of working out this concept. Okay, so I like what we have here. I like what we have here. And we have a little cursor now. Now I'm not sure if I want the cursor, because it feels like your mouse is the cursor. So maybe, yeah, maybe the cursor becomes your mouse. Yeah, okay. But yeah, let's do that. So the cursor alternates between being captured and being hidden. When it's hidden, then the mouse position. We can do something like this. Okay, so MX and MY should be the overall size of the screen surface, I think. So we should be able to do like this divided by X. Something like that. I think it might also need to be minus half the screen width, in which case we might as well store that as a variable. So I think this should kind of get us there, if my math is right. It is not right. Yeah, it is not right. Screen width, half screen white. Yeah, it's off. dx divided by 2, dy divided by 2, translate negative image bounds divided by 2, negative image bounds divided by 2. It's captured. Oh, whoops. Screen width, screen height. We do half screen width and height directly? Yes. Okay, so then we do this. So I guess this plus is what we're looking for, not minus. Maybe? Oh, that's moving a little bit. Let's see. Oh, is it just MX and MY? Is it? I guess it is. I was thinking it wasn't. Okay, hold on. I'm getting a phone call. Hold up. Because I'm pretty sure we got it. But I'll be right back. Hold on. Okay. All right. Let's see if this works. Ooh. Oh. Okay. That's pretty good. I wonder. So extreme, like the walk cycle. Maybe what I want to do is basically raycast out yeah, I think that's what I want to do. Let me see, hold up. I think I want to raycast out like an infinite distance, more or less, and then just like whatever it hits, it just goes out like 2 units or something. So we say diff dot. Yeah, we just say diff dot unit. Let's say if magnitude is greater than 4. So something like this, and then we just say dis minus 3.1 diff dot. Yeah, something like that. I feel like it's a little bit of a better approach. But if it doesn't hit a wall, then it should. That's a good question. I don't know. We still want it to go in the direction. We'll see. It might be something we gotta work on. Okay, maybe -1. That's better. Because this way you can like go up walls and stuff. That's pretty good. So maybe like in this mode, you're in like scanning mode or something, and in this mode you're not. So maybe the cursor will change when you do this, so that you have to like maybe I don't know if I can do like reveal things on the walls with the depth being what it is, the depth texture being PS1 quality, but it would be cool, I think, to be able to like scan the ground like this, so you won't see it. You won't see something if you just look at it like this. You have to scan. You have to be in scan mode. So maybe the light will change color too. Yeah, so there's an issue there where it's like it's raycasting and not seeing anything. Let's see here. Gotta break out Tetra3D for this. Yeah, if it doesn't see anything, we want it to be basically. I guess I need to encase this entire thing in an invisible cube, so that it always hits something. I guess that's fine. We'll just do that. Okay, so then we'll just say it's AABB. Does it have to be solid? I think it does, huh? Yeah, I think it does. I don't know how this will actually react if we say it's solid. Let's see. Like how physics? I guess physics are fine. Oh, it's not invisible. It doesn't need to be visible. I don't think it's working actually. I think it's like if it's inside the cube, I don't think it's like detecting anything. But I'll have to see. Yeah, I don't think it's like that works, but like up here, I don't think it's. I don't think it's working. Yeah, I don't think it's working. Let's see. Can we do triangle mesh? Okay, I think it's working. Yeah, I think that's working. I think that's more accurate. Not perfect, but that's, I think, more correct. Okay. Yeah, there's room for this. I feel like there's room for this mechanic. Although, now that I think about it, FPS is tanking super hard because it's shooting so far. So this won't work, now that I think about it. Let's just go like 4 or 5 or something out. Yeah, I mean, like, really, we just want to check for array if, like, it would hit, but otherwise we can just cast array from the mouse or from the camera to where the mouse is like 1 unit out, and that might be fine. Screen to world. Yeah, so I guess we'll try something like this. Depth can be 1, I guess, and then we just set the position to be, I guess depth can be 4, right? Alright, something like that should kind of get us there. That's better. Oh, whoops. And then we say, there we go. Or actually, I guess we could say, we could do something like this even to make it a little better. Where basically we say the target position is this. Otherwise, target position is this. And then we say move back. Really, we could just say this, I guess. Well, I guess that's fine. Diff is light target pose dot sub light pose dot add scale. All right, so something like that should kind of get us there. I guess we could just do this. Actually. There we go. Punto.com or wait, pun. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Thanks for your work. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Calm. Okay, let's see. Alright, so this is where we do the flashlight section. This is working. What we want to do is target position dot light position div plus equal. That should work. Oh, whoops. It should just be, yeah. It should just be, there we go. That's incorrect. I guess I need to say set world position to be light position dot add div. Yeah, this isn't right. Okay, that's right, but that's not. Okay. Come on. If it worked, it would be so dope, but I think it's not working properly, and I'm not 100% why. Okay. Actually, I guess it's always the same. It's just this. These are both ints. Let me say otherwise it makes okay, so this might get us partially there. I mean, I guess really the I feel like I'm close, dude. I'm close. Why does it climb the wall like that? I think this isn't gonna work. I think the way I'm doing this is incorrect. I think what I need to do is I need to figure out. Yeah, I think that's what I need to do. Hold on. I think what I need to do is this. If it's captured, then... Oh, if it's captured, then it's this. If it's not captured, then it's that. Target position is this. Then we want to cast a ray out. It doesn't have to be in the mouse position. It could just be a ray cast normally. Ray test from the camera world position to the target position, testing against the solids. If we hit something, then that's basically what we expect. And then we just move like this. With light pose being... Alright, something like that might be a little better. That's better. That's definitely better. This seems like it skews a lot like more aggressively than the asphalt. Is it? I guess it's because the texture is bigger. I never thought about it, but is it because the texture is bigger? Because like the asphalt in the parking lot it doesn't look nearly as like. No, I guess it definitely doesn't seem that aggressive. No, I guess it is. It's the same. It might be good if the texture was larger though. Let's test that out real quick. I want to see if that has a bearing on it. If the texture is bigger, I wouldn't think so, but let's see. Like, surely not, right? Let's see. Reloaded, I think. This is pretty good though. This feels really good. This feels like a Wii game. It feels like a Wii video game. And this feels pretty solid. No, okay, it's the same. Okay, that works really well. So let's undo this. Save that. All right, cool. All right, so that's solid. What we want to do then, I think we want to, if it hits something, then we pull it back by 1.5. Yeah, it's inconsistent. So I think what we want to do is maybe, rather than pulling it back like this, and it was previously like 1 or something, we probably want to move it out from the normal. So I'm going to say, really, we could just do it like, something like that might be better. Okay. Okay, I kind of see. So when it's like this, it's not hitting the triangle. That's why it's not hitting anything. That's why it's like not hitting. That's why it's so dark out there. Okay, so this is working, and this actually works not too shabbily. Actually, I might just roll with this because it's a simpler solution. But that is annoying, though. I wish it wasn't so bad, like bad at the distance. Let's see. We go longer and then, so maybe we could just do it like this, and then we say p.distance. Something like this might be a little better. Div would be p dot sub. That might help us out a little bit to get kind of the best of both worlds. It most certainly did not help us get the best of both worlds. Distance is greater than 2. Diff equals target position was diff. Oh, I guess it would be player dot camera dot position at scale. Dementium on the DS. It moves like that with the stylus. Interesting. Okay, so it's not bad. It's not quite as good as I would like it to be, but it's not bad. That's good. This is bad, this darkness. So I'm not sure why it goes so far out. 8. Yeah, let me go back and kind of rework this. Well, this might be fine. It's not perfect, but this is fine. I gotta figure out how to do this. Yeah, I gotta figure this out. So I'll work on this some more later. But I think the core mechanic is pretty solid. Like, I think the idea is really good. It's just a matter of actually making it work. Okay, I like that enough. Let's keep working on it, even if it's not perfect. Excuse me. Give me a let's make a old school shine animation. Actually, I think there were. Let me see. I had some assets for this, for like particles. Let me see if any of them are applicable. Let's see. I'm trying to look through here. Metals. Oh, flare. That's it. Flares. I mean, these kind of would work. Yeah, let's go for one of these. Let's go with this one. There. This actually will work fine. We can just use it as additive. Yeah, this is. I mean, well, I guess. Well, hold on. Let me see. I mean, that actually would work really well. It's classic. Corona, Nova, Pollen, Sparkle. Oh, that's just perfect. Let's go with this. Excuse me. Scale it down to something tiny because that's how video games always do this kind of thing. PS1 games. All right. Video. Okay. Cool. So now we're gonna go to Blender. We're gonna go to Assets. All right. So here's how this is gonna work. Full billboarding if possible. Okay, let's see. Where's surface? Okay, that's what's gonna look like. So I'm trying to think about how exactly I want this to work. I don't know if everything will be shining an object, shining the flashlight on an object to reveal a sparkling object, but I guess this is one object. I guess it doesn't always have to be like that. But this is one object that does this, so this is fine. We'll just make this basically an NPC, essentially, that is only detectable when you hit it with the flashlight, when you hit it with the flashlight in scan mode. So we'll make it a cube. It doesn't have to be a cube, it could be a sphere. No sphere. This will be a sparkle. Okay, there we go. Stream sparkle. It could be a sphere. This can be a wireframe. It doesn't have to be visible. Something like that should be big enough, I think. I can't make it like display as bounds. I can get it by the sphere. Okay, well that's fine. It'll just be like that. Okay, so now we're gonna take this, we're gonna parent it there, we're gonna put these in a group. Collection, rather. Set on zip cursor, save. Okay. Back here. Okay, so let's see how that looks. Texture might be too small, we'll see. Let me move the player. That looks pretty good, honestly. It's super obvious. Yeah, that works. That looks pretty good, actually. We'll do a couple things here. We'll move this up a little bit. We will subdivide it a little bit. I think that should be enough, actually, to kind of get it to be a solid. Yeah. It's not bad. Drawer seems weird. Like the street markings somehow appear before the point light. It's because it's a 3D object. Essentially, it's a 3D object, so it's just drawing it's like it's a plane, you know, it's a billboarded plane. So it's not weird. It's just cutting into the the parking lot plane. Like that's pretty much what you see on any engine that does this way. I mean, like the alternative to make it look right would be to draw it later, which we can do, but we'd have to do it separately, like individually on purpose. We might be able to make it so that you can do a draw order. We can make a customizable draw order, or we can be like, we want this to draw on top in layer 1 on a separate layer. That would involve looping through all the objects, drawing all the ones per layer, like putting them in like slices per layer, and then drawing them in order. I mean, this isn't that big of a deal. This is fine. Let's just, but although that's, now you got me thinking that there's a better way to do this that would like look pretty good. So I'll have to come back to it and see if I can get a nice result. Yeah, okay. All right, so the idea is that basically it's invisible until it's not invisible. And that is determined by basically if you hit it with your flashlight in search mode. So if your mouse cursor is in captured mode, it's just normal flashlight. Otherwise, it's in cursor mode, and we can say player flashlight point dot set color for color. This way, say colors. Search mode, normal mode. Search mode, normal mode. Search mode. That's where it would show up. Okay. Let's keep going. Let's see if this works. Do I want a message system to basically? No, it's not that deep. We'll just. Let's see. All right, so is it updating? Yes. So we don't actually have to have this do this necessarily right now. We can actually do this like this and define a function named reveal on the sparkle, and then we can just say type revealable interface reveal. Okay. Then player basically just does a sphere check if Tetra3D dot sphere check vec close radius could be 4 8 others really everything. So player dot. Because this does everything, right? Others, let's see. Recursive, yeah. I guess we could do it like this, actually. Excuse me. My goodness. All right, so something like that should kind of get us there. Maybe not the perfect approach, but it should get us there. Oh, is it over here? Yeah. It's over. Let me make sure I'm not tripping. It's over here. Oh, it's directly across. Okay. It's supposed to be here. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so it is touching something right around there. Okay, so I guess is it actually working? I guess it might actually just be working. Yeah, it is. Okay. Okay, so I guess we could just do it like this. Right. Model. Right. No. Let's see. So something like that should kind of get us there. All right. We want to rotate it instead on depth. Okay, all right. It's a little fast. We also want to only reveal it if you're in reveal mode, so all right. And then I think it's a little big. Maybe something like that would be better. So when you're looking, you can't find it. But then when we're like this, yeah, okay, that's the general idea. Maybe it's, again, a little too big. Something like that might do a little better. Yeah, okay. It's a little big, the sprite, so we can make that a little smaller. Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, that's basically the concept. Okay, this is kind of dope. I think maybe just a smaller sphere. Because it does do what I wanted. It does give me the feeling that I wanted it to have, which is of like looking. You're like looking for something on the ground. Yeah. And then you can right click it to pick it up. Or I guess it would be left. Right click should be switch and left click should be. Yeah. Set. What am I even looking for here? Cursor mode. It's in the player code. Mouse button right. Okay, so that's the general idea. So now you can pick stuff up. Left click. That's the idea. All right. That's not bad. That's pretty much what I want out of this game. It's gonna be just looking for stuff in the game. All right, that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. And this is the blue light is also a little bit of a vibe. Okay, so I've been at this for a couple hours already. Yeah, I have. All right, do we want to do sprinting? Yeah, let's make a sprint bar. Let's do a sprinting. So sprinting should work, I think, by... I think Furex is something that I've used for a GUI in the past that worked well. So we'll go with that. Is it a view? I think that's right. Okay. Okay. Let's grab, I think I did something for this before. Let me see if I can find something, because I think I've done some things like a 9-patch window and stuff like that, so I want to see if I have any of that ready to use. Not an air drift, but for, what's that other game? Maybe this one? Let me see. We have a 9-patch. We have an image, a GUI image, text string. Okay, we'll use all of this stuff. But we won't use it all at the same time. Okay, we have a gauge. We have a gauge. All right, we'll go with that. Okay, so percentage color square. Okay, so it makes it a square, right? On draw. Color scale. Oh, okay, so it makes like a darker area on the outside. All right. Okay, so we'll make a sprint gauge. And how this will work is basically when you're sprinting, it will display at the bottom center, I suppose. So locals.gui.add_child view. Let's see. Is the width in pixels or is it in... I guess it's in pixels. Alright, let's say the width is 64. Let's say the height is 16. And let's say the margin top... Oh wait, how do we say... Oh, position? The creature says, "What's the vibe right now?" Just got back. Making some progress. Making some progress into systems, into game systems. What's the difference between these two? Flex and bad. Let me take a look at the thing for this, the documentation for this. What's your goal with Tetra? Why build it up so much? I want to make something with it. That's why. I mean, that's why I want to use it. That's why I'm doing stuff with it, is because I want to use it. Let's see. So I think we want to justify center on this. As view. Oh, Oh, I see. Okay, I see. We don't want this. We want... handler. Okay. So something like... Makes sense. You're not working on a main Tetra project right now, though, right? I mean, essentially, like, I'm always working on something to try to, like, make it better. Oh, is it because the Jew? I guess it's because, yeah. Something like that. Okay, that worked, but I don't think it's working. Oh no, I have to actually draw it on screen. I don't think I have to update it. Okay, there's this. Yeah, there's a gauge. All right. that's working. So we want that, but just in the center of the screen. So there we go. Let me close the others. There we go. Let's see. Justify. Is there any others for? I don't think there is. Position, direction. I think. Let me take a look at that again. That's... Align item center. I see. Okay, that's, yeah, that's what we're looking for. I don't have a width and height, game width and height. Better. Add child, sprint gauge view, okay. Honestly, we could just say it. Better. So what I want to do is put this basically dead center. How do we do this? It's not this one, is it? No. Just by center, align item center, align contents. So I guess like it takes effect on the things you put in it. So like maybe we want this here as well. Yeah, okay. Okay, so that works. So what we want to do then is say margin top to be like game height divided by 2 minus like 32. I think that should kind of get us where we want to go. Okay. Minus 16. I guess let's just do wait. Margin top, shouldn't this not like dip it down? Margin top. Game height. Shouldn't it be half the game height because it's naturally half the... Okay, well. I'm like, am I tripping? Position, direction, justify, align, grow, shrink. I guess we could just probably do something like this. Maybe this doesn't work. Oh, because I guess the positioning isn't absolute, so we want to use this. Let's just go for some numbers. That's close. All right, that's pretty good. All right, I think I want it to be more transparent. Okay. Yeah, kinda. Let's see. Is it actually transparent or is it just darker? It's just darker, it's not actually transparent. It translate or... Hold up, let me see here. Let's take this. Oh, I guess because the background is... Yeah. Okay. Okay, summer something like that should kind of get us there. Okay, alright. Alright, that's pretty good. I don't even know if we want... Well, I guess we do want just like a little bit of sub on that outside. Okay, horizontal, min, translate. Okay, alright, that's pretty good. Although now I think about it, we could probably do something kind of cool. Yeah, let's do something kind of cool. I want to do something kind of cool. How big is it? 1 by 1? Okay. Let's see, translate frame.min.x. So something like this should kind of get us there, I think. Okay. Let's see. Thanks. Am I tripping or am I 256 384? Oh, yeah. Okay. Reset, yeah. Do these again. What's the origin of tripping? I don't even know. It's a good question. It should be 3. That's a good question. I don't really know what the origin of tripping is. This should be 2. Alright, that's pretty cool. That's pretty dope. It's very minimalistic. It's very, very clean. Let's make it a little bit brighter. And let's make it work. That looks like a boss meter. It kind of a little bit. Let's see. A little. It has a little bit of boss energy. Sprint is just a float. Yeah, sprint 1. Main deco. Key input. Let's see. Okay, actually, let me go back to that. What was, yeah, let's see. What would be shift? Is it right trigger? Would that make sense? I guess that could work, yeah. That's not a button though, that's a axis. I think it's right trigger is oh, is it a button? Oh, it is a button. Okay, so that works fine. Okay. All right, so that should be sprint, and then let's go back. So that means that there has to be. Oh, I have to figure out how the whole mouse locking and unlocking will work with a gamepad. I hadn't coded that. I hadn't thought of that. I'll have to code that in. Okay, so it should only show when it's depleting or recharging. That seems logical, yeah. Let me switch my music one more time. That's fine. Player, that's sprint. We'll say 0.01. Oh, I'm getting a phone call. Hold on. All right, you can hear me. Okay, cool. All right, so let's see. Sprint minus equals 0.01. Well, I guess sprint is greater than 0. Then if you're holding sprint and you're moving, then sprint minus equals 0.01. So I guess how this will work is if you're sprint let's see. Basically, I guess there's a couple of different ways to do this. One is when you're sprinting, like when you're sprinting and it goes down to 0, it recharges slowly. You walk the same speed, but you can't sprint until it gets to some percentage full. Another idea is that if your sprint is recharging, then you move slowly, which I think is more, it's a heavier penalty, which I think is fair. I think that's fair. So maybe it recharges pretty quick, but if you let it go all the way down to 0, then you can't, really do anything about it. We'll see. We'll tweak it and see how it all works out. Okay. Sprint recharge is, we'll say this. So I think we can probably go to GUI and just do this directly here. Or rather, globals. Say roles, that's sprint gauge dot percentage equals sprint. Okay, so that should kind of get us there. Let's see. Brat. Sprint greater than 0. Okay. It's not working. I'm not sure why. Input. Did I do something wrong? Let's see. Key shift. Action sprint. Action down. Okay. Move speed, magnitude square. I don't think this should be an issue, but let's see. It's not working. I'm not sure why. It's the motto of the game dev. That's correct. Is it that slow? Really? Okay. Okay, sprinting. Cool. All right, so sprint recharges this. Sprint cost is, let's say 0.02 plus sprint recharge. Cost, because it always pays back the recharge. Actually, that means that this should be down here. Okay. kind of working, but it's also not really. Why is it going over the thing here? Frame is greater than 1. Oh, that's why. Oh, that's why I did that. I see. I mean, I guess we can make it so that the recharge only happens if you're not sprinting. I mean, like, it's effectively the same thing. It's just this is a lazier way to do it. So, here, put this out here. It's not sprinting. Where's this? Here we go. This goes here. Here. No, it has to be there. Okay. If we're not sprinting, then we recharge. So that means the sprint recharge can be something small. Sprint cost can be more, because that makes more sense. So maybe something like 0.5, maybe something like that. No, you can't sprint. Okay. So player recharging. Sprint recharging is true. If player has sprint is 1, sprint recharge false. We'll say that you can begin sprinting again once it's 0.5. So sprint I think this is just going to be plain like bright white, yeah. There we go. Okay. I'm just clicking my tongue to make it seem like it's flicking over, but that works pretty well. Okay, so if you're sprinting, then is max speed defined up here? It is. So we should do something like grab all this stuff, move it up here. Two. Okay. So something like that should kind of get us there. Okay, pretty good. Let's make the acceleration a little bit more slow. I feel like that might be good. I do like it, but I do like it, but I also don't think that it's good for the sprint. I just like the... Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. Now we just need the play speed of the animation to adjust, and that's basically it. So we'll just grab this guy down here. And say, player dot play speed equals 0.5. It's 1. Okay, that should kind of get us there. It's not perfect, but it should get us there. Okay. I think maybe it could be a little slower, and you know what? We're gonna do something like a little bit out of the ordinary. We're gonna say we're gonna do something like this. So basically, it takes, we'll say, let me see. So you can run for this. So I guess we could just do it like, let's say you want to be able to, we want you to be able to run for 2 seconds. So it's 2 divided by, like that. Or I guess it's just 1/60 divided by 2. So then, yeah, let's recharge. This can go now. Let's see, how long is this? Does this last? 1,000, 2, 1,000, 2, 1,000. Okay, so this is accurate. So let's say we want it to recharge slowly because it only needs to build up to halfway before you can sprint again. And then let's say you can sprint for 2 seconds, but it also doesn't make you run twice as fast. Let's say it makes you run just 50% faster. All right, so that kind of gets us where we want to go. Now the play speed is wild. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. We can make it thinner. I think it could be a thinner bar. Instead of 8, it could be 4. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. So the sound isn't playing. Let's see. Is that because the sound isn't playing, or is that because it's not detecting the marker? So let's check to see which one of the issues it is. Time. No. It doesn't really matter. Random dot. Okay, so the marker is just not. Yeah, the marker is not triggering. Touched markers. If it's great, let's send 0.001. All right, that might solve it. Okay. Let's see if the previous playhead is less than. Let's see. Oh, I see. It would be this divided by AP play speed. Actually, I guess it's I guess we'll just go with something like that. It doesn't sound right. Let's see. AP play speed is greater than 0. Math.abs AP playhead minus marker.time. What? Oh, what did I? Oh, that's why. I was like, what's going on? All right, let's see. 0.433, 0.416. Okay, so then this shouldn't trigger. So it has to be AP playhead is greater than or equal to marker time and pre-playhead. Maybe that playhead is greater than or equal to marker.time. Yeah. I revised this code repeatedly because I'm like it never quite works the way I want it to. Okay. So it goes to 4333 and then it never actually triggers because it is marker APN time. Well, wait, how did this never trigger? $3.5? Is that why? Really? Pre-playhead. If you play pre-playhead is less than or equal to marker time. Wait, hold on. just hold on. This does not make sense. Like it just skips over this sound. 433. Okay, I see. Because it never does. All right, so then previous playhead. Okay, so there's two possibilities, I guess. There's this possibility, or AP.playhead. Let's see. It's less than marker.time and pre-playhead. Is this the right? No. All right, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. Hold on. GTE with margin. If A is greater than B, return true. Return false. Else, if A abs A B is less than. Okay, so that's greater than or equal to. LTE is just going to be this. This is less than. So we can do this. Greater than or equal to. If it's close enough, then that's fine. All right, so GTE margin playhead or time. Okay, that should kind of help us out. There we go, that's consistent. That's better. Okay, why does it click like that? Maybe the epsilon was too. Definitely something out of the ordinary happening there. Yeah, this is definitely going to with margin. Yeah, I guess that's... No, wait. I guess... I feel like this may not work. That's pretty good, actually. All right, well, that's rather good. It's not perfect. There's still things we can do, but it's shaping up. I really like the systems we came up with, and the general idea for the game, I think, is pretty solid. The idea that you can sprint in the air is a wild idea. Just like, what? Like, how exactly does that work? It's still not perfect. Yeah, the timing is still off on some of these markers. You'd think it'd be simple. Whatever. I'll have to fix it later because I have other things I need to do today. But that's been fun. It's been real. Yeah, thank you very much for watching. I've been SolarLune. It's been very enjoyable to work on this with everybody watching. Hopefully I'll continue to work on Tetra3D. It'll get better, and I'll also be able to work on this game and other stuff and make cool stuff. But yeah, it's been real watching having everyone watch. If you want to support development, please check out my Patreon and my links in the description to my master plan on itch and Steam, which is great for planning out video games. So if you have a video game you want to make, check it out. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you guys on the flip side, maybe tomorrow or Wednesday. See ya. Thank you very much for watching.